What's up YouTube? Today we'll take a look at an all-out control deck that we can play with Pool 2 cards only. So as you progress throughout Pool 2, you'll unlock a lot of cards that have disruptive effects that allow us to annoy our opponents. And we basically filled this deck with almost exclusively that type of cards, just so we have answers for everything that our opponent can throw at us. So we start off with Iceman disrupting our opponent's hand. Scorpion basically has the same idea. We have location control in Storm. We have basically anti-aggro effects in Killmonger, and we have anti-big stuff effects in Shang-Chi. We have anti-ongoing in Enchantress. If we also want anti-on reveal, we can tag in Cosmo. But keep in mind that Cosmo is also anti-synergistic with a lot of cards from our own deck. On turn 5 we can throw a Hobgoblin at our opponent or completely lock down a location with Professor X and try to secure it. And the 6-drop slot is definitely exchangeable. I personally still like America Chavez. I still think it's the most consistent and the best 6-drop in Pool 2. Both for her deck thinning ability as well as just always giving us a power play on turn 6. Which cards have I not mentioned yet? These are basically just some power cards that are synergistic with our deck, because all of these cards that are very disruptive do not have the highest power stats by themselves, but that allows us to play cards like Lizard. We can basically circumvent this negative ongoing effect in a lot of ways. We can either play Lizard on turn 2 and follow it up with Storm on turn 3. It's very unlikely that our opponent will be able to fully fill up that location. Or we can play Lizard into something like Professor X. Or we can play Lizard and later on silence our own Lizard with Enchantresses on reveal effect. So some cute synergies and playmaking abilities there. Angela is a bit more all around and solid. She will very often grow to 2 mana, either 5 or 7 power at the end of the game, so just a lot of good stat value. Last card not mentioned yet is Nova. We usually want to wait with Killmonger until turn 5 or 6 until we play him to get as much value as possible and to destroy all of our opponent's combos. So by that time we will usually have a lot of cards on the board already ourselves, and the Nova buff hits a lot of different cards. And it also helps out with the lower power level of all of these control cards. Now, Iceman is of course debatable in this deck because he's anti-synergistic with Killmonger, will kill off our own unit, but we can either hide Iceman in a Professor X location, making him invulnerable, or the other idea is we don't have to play Killmonger every game, and even if we do, sometimes like killing our own Iceman is rather negligible. It won't often make the difference between us winning or losing a game. Some other tech choices that are worth considering here are Spider-Woman as an alternative 5-drop, both a control effect as well as a solid stat line herself. We can play Jessica Jones, which is also very strong to follow up Storm. So Storm on turn 3, Jessica Jones on turn 4 will often win you a location. And of course I already mentioned the cutest boy of them all. Cosmo is a great choice if you run into a lot of Odin decks. But that's it for the deck strategy. If you want to see this deck in action, here are a bunch of gameplay examples. I need to read Mystique's text again. Hehe. Nice try. Oh? Sure. Okay. X rights is going to secure the location for sure. We're probably already winning this anyway. Our opponent plays a dino deck. We just got to try to win one of the other two, and we can do that with Enchantress on turn 6. Snap angle, that's actually true. Oh, double Angela. Shang-Chi is also nuts. Do I go for middle though? Collector? It's actually gonna be quite strong. I think middle is better.
Oh, snap.
Okay, Mystique won't copy silence abilities confirmed. That's good to know. We just blind predict the frickin'... They're gonna play something left side, right? Dino left side. We just go for the 180 no-scope with Shang-Chi. Oh, do we go Hobgoblin middle? What if they play Dino middle though? Like Professor X left is kind of gangster if they try to play Dino middle. I think what would make more sense for them? Like, do they care about giving me a Dino is basically the question. Up middle for the content. I mean, Professor X left side for content is also pretty fucking good. I mean, I just win if I go Enchantress and Shang-Chi though. Like, I literally cannot miss. Actually, huh? Does it work power-wise? Oh, it's Ronin. Also works. I mean, I could assert dominance here. This is a tie. Do I just do it for the content? Oh, too bad.
Victory.
Collector? No, Collector isn't ongoing. Collector actually isn't really counterable. But he's also not the strongest. Yeah, the blind no-scope did it for us though. I mean, first of all, keep in mind Hobgoblin would have gotten shit-stomped here. We would have shot ourselves in the foot. Second of all, I think if we go Enchantress one location, Shang-Chi the other one, we cannot lose, right? Actually, if we play both cards middle, we cannot lose because we need the Angela buffs to win middle. Professor left was Chad. Yeah, Professor left would have also won. Just got this new like overlay today as well and I love it. It's much more stylish than having like the big borders on the side and also should make it a lot more watchable on mobile. Okay, our opponent's probably gonna swarm left side, so lizard left side is nonsense. Oh, interesting. The Lockjaw avatar, how'd you get that? It was in one of the collector's cages. Or collector's, what is it called? Archives or something. It's like after collection level 1000 or so. Wait, give me a second. I mean, I think it's Lizard middle, to be honest. Is that good? I don't really want to give my opponent Lizard. I could Lizard left and follow up with Enchantress to remove the buff. The debuff, rather, the ongoing effect. Sure. Damn, my opponent's kind of copying my shenanigans here. It's Storm middle into Hobgoblin, right? Kind of hilarious. Could you storm the location to push the flooding timer turn? Yes, but it's not really beneficial to me right now because I'm not winning the right location anyway. But this is pretty slick, right? Like, I'm expecting my opponent to commit more resources into this location. I just give it up. But I pretty much guaranteed half space for Hobgoblin here. And last turn is just going to be something like Enchantress Nova left side.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Shit. Ah, I got wrecked. What props to our opponent? Wait, did they snap or did I snap? I mean, this is just running away here. I literally cannot play a single card. I like Chavez more for a bit of consistency in an otherwise inconsistent deck, but if you want to go all in on it, Odin is fine as well. Good evening. What up, Kara? Am I saving the credits for specific cards? Yes. Well, it's not really saving credits. I'm rather saving boosters. I'll show you in a second. Okay, they have right side clustered. Also, Killmonger is going to be nuts. Is there some cheeky Storm play here? Storm left. Oh, Killmonger is going to be nuts. I don't think Storm left is good. Our opponent can still play stuff there, but we can't. Okay, so they basically clogged middle. Storm right. Maybe it's just Lizard Nova. Enjoying the Juvenile pull 2 deck. It's a very fun one indeed. Oh. We can completely farm our opponent here. The only question is, how do we sequence it? It's just Enchantress straight up, right? Like, the only thing that can go wrong is if they Mystique right side or left side, but I don't think they will. Like right side because of debuff. Do this. Oh, snap. Yeah. Good point, Twitch chat. I don't snap here. I mean, it's better to snap early on when it still looks like our opponent. Like, for our opponent, it looks like they're winning. Okay, that kind of sucks for me, but they don't even win that location. They can still blue Marvel, I suppose. Also, their movement is gonna be... Okay, everything moves. So their right side is completely messed up. We just go Hobgoblin left. Turn 6, we can see what we want to do. So Onslaught or Mystique are the scary cards. Killmonger does not necessarily secure right side. This is actually tricky. The armor pretty much scuffs me. Okay, they probably didn't have either of the two. What's our best play here though? Like both Onslaught and Mystique kind of beat me, right? Iceman right is 0 power though. Shang-Chi left doesn't... Wait, Shang-Chi left would destroy... You're right. Shang-Chi left would actually destroy Onslaught. Because our opponent flips over first, doubles the blue Marvel buff. Onslaught is at 9. Also, I think beats Mystique power-wise? Mystique herself has what, 1 or 2 power? I don't even remember. Is 0, okay. So Mystique grows to 2. But she also grows Blue Marvel to 5. No, wait, to 1 and Blue Marvel to 4. Hobgoblin -6. They're still at -1 left side. Interesting game. Early stab diff, I suppose. Uh-huh. Oh, we're up against Den. The first European seasonal champion in Legends of Runeterra. I mean, I'm pretty sure snapping is minus EV. But I can't resist. Okay, we can do a couple of cheeky plays. Hobgoblin, Killmonger, Enchantress left or can all be nuts. Is that Lord Den? Yes. Den is a writer for MarvelSnapZone.com. Owned by the same company that also runs Runeterra CCG. What the fuck is this? Game is trolling me. Okay, I kind of want to... We can Lizard and Enchantress left. Something like this? I might be overcommitting to the left side if I do that. Angela Dagger. What's my opponent playing? Wave. I mean, Hobgoblin right is Angela synergy. Hobgoblin left is cheeky surprise value. Hobgoblin mid is the worst value wise. Mid is only -7 for our opponent. Right side is a total 10 power. It's 2 for Angela and -8 for our opponent. So right on a vacuum, like on paper, is the best in a vacuum. Left side can have surprise value though, because our opponent doesn't get the info. So the question is the surprise value left worth more than the 2 power right side? And also our opponent can just, I was just gonna say our opponent can just YOLO Odin the Hobgoblin back right side. What the hell are you playing? Okay, they cannot YOLO back the Hobgoblin. So we have Lizard left for 5. We cannot win middle. Just got a contest left. What is this? Dr. Doom? It's Dr. Doom or Ultron, right? Can't be Infinite. Giganto. Magneto is scary. It's just Chavez left, I think. You're not snapping back then? Come on. Row a pair. Slick. Oh no, it's -4 because of the... Ah, my own Scorpion. The backstab. What have you done to me? Chavez middle would have won. That's a cool deck that Dan is playing though. Like Green Goblin, movement, control, whatever. Gotta respect it. It was a really good one. I don't know if anyone has told you this yet, but you look like Watu. Especially with that Sharon. I need to look at Watu after this game.
A few minutes later.
I mean, like, I get it. This thing here. Yeah, okay, I could see it. But first of all, this guy is missing some facial hair. Second of all, this guy has taken some insane magic mushrooms and sees other dimensions. Third of all, this guy is way more stylish than I am. Look at his wardrobe. What an OG. Oh, fourth of all, I still have way more hair than him. Need a dono goal for a Watu cosplay? But there's no way I'm shaving my mustache for it.